or most of them. Okay, Savvy's back. All right, here we go. Welcome to the podcast. This is STEM. I'm going to go ahead and read out the names top to bottom. I'm just going to read the Discord names. Once I say your name, unmute and just go ahead and introduce yourself however you may want to do it. I don't really care. I don't think anyone else does. So starting with Crankster. Go ahead and unmute.
All right. What are we saying as our intro? Just what our real name is, or what do you want?
Like if Crankster is not your name, yeah, whatever it is.
So I obviously am the Crankster guy. My real name is Zach. Where Crankster came from, I guess, is my last name. My last name is Crinky. This was kind of a work thing I was passed down in my last few jobs was Crankster. Yeah, I am currently a law enforcement person, and I'll leave it at that. Prior to that, I was in the military, and I'm here to have fun, and I play COD and make great friends and great memories.
Oh yeah. And then next we got E-Breaks.
What's up? I'm E-Breaks. I'm a player / streamer for Era Eternity. I'm from Houston, Texas. Yeah, I suck at BO2 apparently.
Nice. Next we got Grandpa Oakley.
Yo, what's up? Name's Oakley. Real name's Austin. Father of 3, full-time dad, full-time employee. I live in Indiana, and I fuck kids on COD.
Oh yeah. Next is Mida.
Yo, what's going on? I'm Mida. Real name's Jacob. I'm 17 years old, going through high school in the worst fucking year in life. Senior year, of course, but got nothing better to do. Life's been going pretty good for me so far. Let's get it.
Hell yeah. Next is we got No Nick Squig.
Yo. I'm in Myra, and my leads were in Region of ON. That's like my only fucking... Yeah.
Weird
There you
flex,
go.
but okay.
Right on. Next we got Savvy.
What's up, boys? My name's Savvy. My name is Hussein Shara. I live in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, not in the hood.
Yeah.
No nice area. I'm not currently in a team right now, but I usually in my free time I usually have work, and basically that's it.
Hell yeah. Next we got Simp's wife.
What's up, guys? I'm Simp's wife, aka Era E-Breaks' girlfriend. My real name is Lane, and I'm re-entering the COD community, and I also live in Houston, Texas. I'm a college student and a server trying to go to nursing school.
Right on. And then right back to me. I'm STEM. Nothing too exciting. Next we got Sin.
My name's Sin. I'm a Roblox trick shotter for FaZe, and I live in Texas, Amarillo, Texas. My real name's Matthew, and I'm 16, going through junior year of high school.
Shut the fuck up, Sin.
And then last,
junior high, I was like, what?
I did too.
Last but not least, we got Variety.
Yo, Variety. My real name's Peyton. I couldn't really tell you where I got my alias from, but I'm 17. I live in Washington State. Pretty much lived here my whole life, and not many interesting things go on in my life except I'm a high school dropout and I sit on my ass and play video games all day. Yeah.
You didn't even say your alias.
Hey, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You said Variety. That's not your fucking alias.
Yes, it is, dumbass.
He said Variety. Peyton name's Peyton. Don't know where the fuck got that name from, but
your name is Hazel.
My PC alias, which I'm a PC player. Dumb fuck.
No one knows you by that, so why would you say that?
Nobody knows him by Izal either.
Everyone, what?
Make your name what you want.
Dude, why did that introducing thing? Why did that all sound like a drug addicts meeting?
Oh yeah, it was like fucking AA, bro.
I totally got it.
We're in fucking rehab, bro.
My name's Savvy. I fucked my goats.
Hi, my name is Lane. I'm a recovering heroin addict.
My name's Jacob. I'm a recovering
pipe bombs, you know what I mean?
insulin addict.
Anyways, before we
still take it
continue
to this
about
day.
being drug addict, I want to ask Crank about how his name fucking Crank.
He already said that.
He
Monkey.
I
got it
know,
from his
but
last name.
he got
Frank.
it from his job and
Because
his
he cranks
last
them
name,
hoes.
So
also
I
known
guess
as other versions of it. So I would like to know that. Why?
so essentially it's spelled K. So I have another gamer tag that's called Crankin, and
Kraken.
that's kind of how I thought of it. But my dad is also law enforcement as well. That's obviously how I got into it. But that was his nickname at work for the longest time, and it's kind of brought around because it was Crank. Crank is for those who don't know, Crank is one hell of a drug that
Okay.
Also,
that
what you
people
guys is
no.
Cop.
So, but anywho, yeah. So it kind of just came from there, and when I enlisted in the military at the time, it was brought up there too, which was really weird because it was two different aspects of how work in general. And now that I work, essentially I work with my dad, kind of. I got kind of lucky. He's been there almost 20 years. He's about to retire, so I'm starting there. And a lot of guys he's worked with, they know me right away because they see the last. Because I don't have a very common last name. It's not like Smith or anything. It's very rare. So they see me and they go, "Oh, you're a little Junior." So I get called Junior or Crankster Junior and all that at work, and that's kind of where the name came from. And I remember back in 2008 or 7 when my very first gamer tags was XX Crankster XX. Man, I had more X's in my name than
More X's
Not
in
a
your name
porn
than you had in
URL.
real life.
yeah.
Anyways.
So that's where that came from. And what so let's go around here. Ethan, you said you're 19, right?
Yeah, 19.
And you just graduated. What do you want to do? I should say. I feel like the old that should be Oakley's spot to do all this. What do you want to do, son? But what do you? Is there something you're planning on doing?
I mean, okay, so originally I went to college. I dropped out of college a few months ago. Feels like a few months ago, but it was longer than that. I don't know. But originally I went to college to be a business marketing major, but found out really quickly that I didn't give a shit about any of it and didn't want to do it.
Wasn't for
And
you.
Yeah.
College
and
is
I
for everyone.
really found a love for streaming. And
What?
and streaming kind of took over. I don't want to say my life, but it was a big part of it. And
Oh
so
no, that's
at the end of the
understandable.
day, like streaming is something I like. The only thing I've really ever truly had a passion for, other than baseball, because I played baseball all the way up until my junior year of high school. But like streaming is just something I could see myself doing as a career if I was like given the opportunity to do so.
Man, that's awesome, dude. I give you props for at least trying college. I didn't. It was definitely a difficult choice to make when I was going through high school. But hey, man, if you can keep doing the streaming, it's a good gig. I see it's enjoyable if you make great content and you get people that enjoy your stream, and it's fun for everybody, even the people that want to watch. I guess the biggest advice I would say, I'm not a streamer by any means, but as someone who watches streams, interactive with chat is what makes a stream a stream. I think
Oh, yeah, I've been streaming for somewhere around a year and a half now, and I'm about to hit 1,000 followers. And I've been growing a lot recently, especially since I've been playing old gen COD. So.
Oh yeah, and it's always it's a good gig, man. I hope eventually you blow up and you get exactly what you deserve because you're a hard ass worker and you definitely put a lot of time and effort into it, and you have a bunch of support around you.
Let's go.
And, that's good, man. Oakley, I want to hear this. Give me a little more. You got how you are 20. You are
26.
grandpa. Ah, bang, son.
Oakley, how did you get your alias?
Yeah.
He liked
I-
Oakley sunglasses.
So I myself was a baseball player, and every game I wore Oakleys, and like my original Xbox alias was Big Doobie 18
Big
yeah,
dude.
back in the Halo days. Big Doobie 18 back in the Halo days, and yeah, I just really wanted to change my name, and I had a shit ton of Oakleys next to me, and I just had to do it.
Yeah. Now even your desktop background's a picture of the logo.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
speaking
you
of
were
Oakley,
on your
dude, look at these custom. So, for those who don't know what cop glasses look like, they're the regular gas cans from every cop movie. I had to get something a little non-copy, so I got some carbon fiber custom Oakleys.
Oakleys?
But I don't know if those scream cop or not.
I
con-
I thought you said cock glasses. That was
Those
so odd.
scream Lake House.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. Hell yeah.
But
Those scream where's my boat?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. They kind of give me like cop off-duty vibes.
help that I have the
Hey,
haircut.
hey,
already.
Clank, do you own a pair of Sperry's?
Oh shit. Yeah, I
What's
do.
wrong
They're
with
in the-
Sperry's?
Hold on, let me get. I gotta prove this.
What's wrong with Sperry's, assholes?
Dude, I remember in high school, bro, the thing to wear.
Oh
was
no.
Like, oh my god.
Oh
Those
man.
fucking
The thing to wear was
I
like,
have some.
like,
Khaki
like,
pants.
they're like
I
cargo
do.
shorts,
I need.
like
Huh?
cargo
Khaki
shorts,
pants.
button-up T-shirt,
Yeah,
or
like
khaki shorts.
and then
rather.
Sperry's with no socks on.
And those
like,
sunglasses.
it was the
Damn,
fucking
cookie
frat boy look.
Yeah.
Oh, I dig the
you,
frat
you
boy
thought
look.
you were so cool wearing
The
it. I
frat
know
fags,
y'all thought
bro.
y'all were so cool.
The frat fat.
See,
What,
the thing was,
so-
is
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
the thing is that where I went to school was a very like preppy, like everyone
Oh,
dressed their best, like rich type of high school.
Like a college prep school,
So
like a college prep school. They make you wear
no,
uniforms and stuff?
it just was literally based on where it
Fucking
was.
STEM.
Like everyone there that lived around was very like preppy
Oh,
and
y'all laughing
rich
about
and stuff, and so that was like the normal like attire for guys.
Oh,
Yeah, like her.
That same.
Dude, my preschool was ghetto, bro.
Dude, yeah, straight up. My
They're
preschool's like in like a
definitely
fucking warehouse.
Detroit.
You had the
That's not a
you had the
preschool, that's a
fuck boys
fucking-
wearing Sperry's,
It's a
and then you had all the
extravagant
white
bro.
boy wannabe black people wearing fucking like ripped jeans and fucking whatever type of shoes, like
Yeah,
Yeezys
straight
and
up.
fucking
Straight up, our fucking
all
our
that shit.
school, me and Peyton's, literally is the exact opposite. It's actually a lot of fucking white kids wanna be black, like white kids that wanna be black.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
school.
The narrative.
Like it's like
Like, it was
people
an
they
issue.
try and act cool. It's like they try and act like a different person to like they portray themselves as like basically a fucking retard.
They portray themselves as a fuckboy. Like honestly. Like,
Zach
that-
Adams.
That's a huge issue. Zach Adams tried to prove himself as a gangster, but then it fucking ended up looking just like a fucking.
Stimulate.
dumbass.
Yes, you are an e-boy, motherfucker.
That I should let you know because you love
So-
dogs.
Topics.
Well, okay, so you said
Ben.
you have 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
What ages and boys, girls? What are they?
What's their
So I have
security number?
3
Social
boys.
Security.
My oldest is 5. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Whoa.
So yeah, 5-year-old. I got Bentley, Oakley,
You-
and Audi.
I just
Yeah, why not?
realized
It's actually a cool name.
one's named Bentley, one's named Oakley, right?
I actually had a really good friend in
Did you say
middle
one's
school named Bentley.
Audi?
Yep.
The first thing I thought was Audi. Like,
No,
why the
All of
fuck
my
did you
friends
name
that want
I was
Audis.
like, why the fuck
Smoking
would you
on
name
these
it?
now.
How would you spell it? How would you spell it?
AUE.
E.
PIE.
Ah. Okay, never mind.
It's funny. I actually know people with those names, and they're really nice people.
I don't.
So
Like,
okay,
they're
do
all
you
like- they're from,
change?
like,
Names.
You know Mark, Jacob.
Do you change the
cousin?
diapers?
They're, like they're friends.
Oh yeah.
Change them type.
You ever
Oh,
get
yeah,
shat
dude.
on?
Them diapers.
I'm fucking quick as shit, boy.
So I've got a question.
Yo,
for
he got sleight of
Prankster.
hand.
Oh yeah,
What's your
slide a
question,
hand on that
Lane?
ass.
So
Alright.
Prankster, Prankster.
Crank.
Go ahead, send it.
What made you want to become a cop?
I think just growing up with my dad being a cop, it kind of drove me to go that route. So my grandfather was in the military, but he was in law enforcement, and my dad didn't join the military, but he was law enforcement. So I kind of knew I wanted to join the military for a while. At first, I didn't though. I really wasn't a fan of all of it. I wanted to go the film director route, and I really was into film when I was younger. I made a lot of home movies, whatnot. But I think just seeing him and
I think we need to see
being
one of these
there,
movies.
it's a very stable job because there's always going to be a surplus of horrible people out in the world, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The
I'll find them on YouTube and I'll link them.
So
And first of all, I'm sorry.
Hold on, let her go.
I
Shoot me,
just,
Nate.
like, I know this is like a really sensitive topic, but being in like California with the whole like all cops are bad cops movement, has that affected you personally?
Let's see here. How do you answer that right? Yes and no. I'll give you an example. It sucks because a lot of I grew up in a small town. I'll leave the town alone, just in case somebody. But
Leave the name out.
my graduating class was 200 people, so it's very small, right? Rural town. I work in. I'll just give one city. I don't work in this city exactly. I work in I work in a county, so I work in Oakland area, but so it's the greatest area, obviously. But
You said Oakland?
Oakland, yeah.
Like,
So
Raiders.
Yes.
But they're Vegas now.
it's pretty much like a
It was
lot of
always good before.
my friends I grew up with were really prior to all this, before George Floyd incident and all that. They were very pro cop, and it was weird. And after this happened, almost all my Instagram feed of my friends went straight to ACAB, and it sucks because it's like half the town, like, you know, it's like it almost makes me not want to tell my friends what I do anymore, you know. And I lost a lot of friends after that, and because I'm not gonna, you know, they'll just instantly think, oh, you're a bastard, you know, you just shoot black people or whatever. And I'm like, it doesn't, like, it sucks because so I was out during the Oakland riots when George Floyd happened. We were out on the line, and my buddy got hit with a Molotov cocktail, and it lit his leg on fire. And we had another dude get hit in the head with a brick.
Wow.
And put it this way, so my buddy I went to the academy with, he's his name is Devontae. He's a black gentleman, best dude, man. I would take a bullet for this dude, right? We're standing there, and he has people in his face calling him the N-word, and this is other black people saying he's a traitor, he's a racist, and I'm like, that's when I knew that this whole thing is a joke, because he is on there. The reason we all join law enforcement for different reasons, right? But it's sad when you see stuff like that. That hurts the soul, because it's like this, you know, that the way they grew up is different, and some people don't ever make that change, and it sucks because, you know, prior to all this, I would be fine with telling people what I do, and, you know, because cops were looked at as good, but in this horrible time right now with it, I try to carry my little piece around me everywhere I go, because I don't want to get, you know, shot in the face like they did with L.A. or was it L.A. Sheriff's Department? They dude ran up, shot them in the face and the mouth, like, and there are people standing outside the hospital saying, "We hope you die." Like, holy. Why?
They stopped them from. They tried to like keep them from getting them in the hospital.
I don't understand.
I mean, if we could, I would like to stray away from like that kind of stuff,
No,
because
I
it
just
would be.
wanted to know if
Let's see,
if anybody has done that to you, like personally come up to you and like, you know.
Yeah. Let me conclude that topic with this, and then we can move on. The whole, I'm not gonna bash anything. It's just I read this, and I'll say it. This is not how I view it. The term Black Lives Matter, right? If Black Lives Matter, that should mean that Black police lives matter. That should mean Black military lives matter. That should mean every Black person's life matters.
True.
But when I saw that, that's when I knew that I don't think this movement is a real thing, because if you're saying Black Lives Matter and you're pointing at my buddy who was actually darker than the person saying it, which was hilarious, is saying he's an N-word, he's a traitor, he's a racist. He wants to do the same thing I do. We're here to protect. And this is what I love. They say that all day, right? The next day, if they call 911, guess who shows up? And will treat them the exact same way as any regular citizen. It won't treat them any differently. We do. Because that is our job, and that's what we love to do. We love to serve and protect people. It doesn't matter what they did prior. Even if they're a convicted felon and they've done murder and they are out and they call 911 for something, we are there. We treat them no differently because we are here to protect people. That's and that's what we love to do. I love being that person to get somewhere and save people. I stopped on multiple car accidents off uniform before CHP was even there. I don't care. I get out of the car, I sprint over there and I start rendering aid because I want to save somebody's life. I don't want to just let them sit there because everyone just takes photos and video. This lady's got blood coming out her forehead, and I'm like, and she's got her kids there looking at her. Like, is my mom gonna die? So I sprint over there before anyone else gets there. I'm dolling her up. I'm making sure she's okay. I'm talking to the kids. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Your mom's fine. Are you guys okay? Hey, I've sat them in the back of the car, and it's sad. No one stopped. And this is dead traffic. No one stopped. I was the only one that stopped until CHP got there. But I left right away. I didn't want them to have my name because I'm like, I just want to help somebody and move on. Like I love to be that person that saves people.
We are treading some pretty rough terrain here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just general.
Next topic.
Let's move on. Let's move off from something controversial and sensitive.
All right.
That's a lot.
So,
All right, Oakley, you start a topic, buddy.
Sports.
So, Lane, you're a Raiders fan?
Next topic.
I am.
Seahawks game today?
You said yes.
Sports.
Lane, you said
This is
yeah.
a podcast, not a goddamn
Yeah, she's
fucking.
a Raiders fan.
I'm a
That a
Raiders
girl.
Fuck Patriots. Fuck Dallas.
I'm not a sports guy.
Fuck
Okay,
Oregon.
let her
What
speak.
did you just say?
Fuck Dallas.
Shut up, Sin.
Hey, everybody, shut up.
Fuck,
Lane,
I'm
what were you
so
saying?
confused why you said fuck Oregon.
She was about to say
Trailblazers are ass.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
about to start muting people if people don't let her speak.
well, let her. I was waiting for her too.
No, I didn't say anything. I just said like I am a Raiders fan.
So don't
And
they
then
play their
I was
first
gonna
home game
say-
in Vegas tomorrow
And
in
then I
New
was gonna
Stadium?
say like,
Yeah,
does
I think
anybody
so.
have like a top like favorite?
They're about to get their asses kicked by Saints though. So.
I mean, I'm a basketball. I watch basketball. I don't fuck around with.
Who's your
Anything else?
favorite basketball team?
I just watch it whenever it's on. Like I don't. Really pay
Miami.
attention.
Fuck Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
What
What
the
about
fuck?
like
Oh shit, grenade.
Stem, who
I
do
know
you
we
like?
have a lot
Pussy,
of,
huh?
baseball players and baseball fans in
Oh,
here?
I fucking love
Yeah, Detroit Tigers all the way.
You.
baseball's
He
great.
said, "Ew, your team's a bunch of cheaters. Stop talking, breaks."
Hey, wait, whoa. We talking about the Astros?
Yep, they're a bunch of fucking cheaters.
Fuck Astros. Fuck the
I
Astros.
mean,
Wall
I don't
hacker.
condone anything they did.
Bro,
I
Stem
don't.
Stem
I'm
doesn't like
disappointed in
any
it.
teams. He's
Mark
just here to
McGuire
say
is where it's
fuck
at.
those
Fuck
teams.
y'all.
Dude, Mark McGuire is.
I mean,
Mark
do-
McGuire.
I do admit that they don't have a great track record.
Nah,
Bye.
But they have good.
Taking steroids.
They do, and you can't take away from that.
They do roids.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Lord.
Hell yeah, dingers.
Dinger Derby.
Anybody watch racing like NASCAR now?
Hell yeah.
I don't honestly.
Of course
it's
I
I
just-
used to race.
If I'm gonna watch racing, I'd rather watch F1
Yeah, F1's really fun to watch. I enjoy watching that.
because
Sorry, Squeak, they just take that from
watch
you.
cars go
Have
round
fun
and
anyway.
round and round and
Yeah,
round.
I'm
and round.
sorry.
that's
like-
NASCAR. F1's completely fucking different.
Yeah, it's sin, and I don't like somebody sitting there just fucking throwing a ball back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You got a point, buddy?
Yeah,
Stop talking.
I don't either. I don't either.
Hey, don't knock it until you're in a lazy boy butt chugging a fucking four-log watching that. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what's funny
I'm
is
BD Lang
NASCAR.
wrong.
NASCAR is people say it's very boring to watch, but it's a very physically demanding.
Golf isn't a
thing.
sport.
It's
So
weird.
If golf is a sport, jacking off is a sport. I rest my case.
They both are.
um,
I would die one off if you
I
saw
have
it.
something. Oh, do we have any people who are like fans of water sports in here?
How about
Fuck,
surfing?
what the fuck is a
Phil.
water sport?
Like, does
Swimming,
anybody
dumbass,
like
you fucking retard.
wakeboard or surf?
Yes, I wakeboard and surf.
I wakeboard. I've always wanted to surf.
Surfing's
but-
fucking sick. You seen the motherfucker that surfed the tsunami shit?
That shit was
Yes.
dope.
Nuts.
I don't know how to swim.
What? But like, yeah, see, because I wakeboard. I was on the
Dude,
team
I don't know how
in
to swim.
college,
fucking know
and then I
I'm
was a
black.
swimmer for 13 years.
Swimmer? What? Teach me.
I was a competitive swimmer
Yeah,
for 13
teach him how to
years.
swim.
Yord.
I will. I taught little kids. I know how to teach.
Well, good luck, because one of my
Man's making
best
some good
buddies,
capacity of a little kid, so
My
you shouldn't have a
Ben's
hard
a little
time.
kid, so it's fine.
No,
best
I mean like
buddy's
I
like a
taught before.
lifeguard, and he couldn't even teach. I'm just a lost
Called
cause. Like I'll jump.
left
Like
arm,
honestly,
right
you tell me
arm.
to jump into the deep end of the fucking pool, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna
He
swim.
ain't gonna make it out alive.
Like, I don't care. I'll still do
Nah,
it.
you can't start like that.
He'll
I
just
will,
fucking
though.
doggy paddle.
Like no, my best buddy's a lifeguard, and he couldn't even teach me how to swim. So
Oh, that's
that was I know. But I'll still fucking dive in that shit. I don't care. Like,
Not make it back up.
Put
I
your
go
little
kayak.
floaties on.
Nah, fuck
Dude, I went
floaties.
kayaking yesterday.
Anybody fish? Or is it just
Yeah, hell yeah,
I
I
do
fish.
fish.
I used to fish a
Yeah,
lot.
fishing.
Fishing's fun
My
as
boy
fuck.
saved my life.
Honestly, I do fish. I don't.
Like a lot
you know,
of people don't
do
like
a lot-
fishing because of the waiting. It's
I
like
wish I did it more.
That's the
because
best
it-
part, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
yeah, it's just like the
well,
anticipation.
If
the
you
best
have a
part
joint to
too
spark,
is,
you're
you
having
know,
a good
like
time.
actually
Mhm.
catching something. But the part with waiting is, in a sense, like peaceful because you have time to just think and take time.
Clear
for
your
yourself.
mind.
Especially if
Exactly.
you're in like
I
a
don't like. I
very,
can't
very,
fish by
like,
myself
nice
though. I
place
have to
with a
be. I
view.
have to be with somebody so I can, because I can't just sit there fucking quiet for 10 hours.
Yeah, we know, Hazel.
Well,
Shut the fuck up, Breaks.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way. It's better doing it with someone there.
Mhm.
But you know, if I
I
got
just
alone, you best bet I'm gonna be there alone. I don't care.
I just kick on some dog and fucking cast my line. I don't care.
Anybody here had any like
Does anyone
random
watch,
ass near-death
Austin?
experiences? Because I have
Random ass
You
what?
said what?
near-death experiences. I mean, I almost got hit by a fucking dump truck the other day.
I almost
Yeah,
got
I-
hit by a
You
car.
almost-
I dived into the deep end of the pool the other day.
I was dropping my
I'm
head
surprised
as a
you're still alive.
baby.
Same.
Me
I
too.
mean, Breaks wasn't dropped. He was fucking spiked. You
Oh,
remember that,
that-
Breaks?
I still have the clip.
Bro,
Fucking.
I think I called him
You're a-
slow, and then I said, "Bro, you weren't dropped on your head as a baby. You were fucking thrown at the ground, and we were crying."
Oh, we were. Oh, that shit was so funny. Like I was being super illiterate that day. I just could not speak to save my goddamn life. And
Jewel died. I'm gonna go
I
kill
kept
myself.
trying to say one sentence and I couldn't get it out.
You stuttered on the same word, like you literally sorrowed the same word for like
Like what? You
a
forgot
solid
what you
30
said?
seconds.
No?
See, I've done that, and I've been there when he's done that, and it is the funniest shit.
I know.
It is. It's just like I tell him, I'm like,
I have a gun.
I always tell him like your ADD is showing because he'll just be like,
Yo, Crank, pull out that shoddy.
Sorrow.
Show them your
Dude, why is your
shoddy.
pillow moving, Crank?
As a
Oh my
fan.
god, it's a ghost. What the fuck?
Oh, that scared me.
How powerful is that fucking fan?
Moving, bro.
Shoddy?
Would you bang a shorty
I
on
don't know
a
if it's a
PD
good idea.
slam
"Buddy,
or
a little baddie."
Shoot it.
He said Carl
Fucking
Reamer.
face Carl that shit. Oh, sorry, Carl, never mind.
That shit.
Carl Reamer. Bitch saying you ain't got money.
What happens when you put one in the chamber and pull the trigger?
You already know what's going to happen.
No, I don't do it.
what, that Glock gonna fit?
Wait.
No, I don't do it.
Said this Glock's gonna give you a clue.
Life's gonna give you a clue, bro. All right, boys. What about movies? Let's talk about movies.
Fuck, he's about to blow his ceiling off.
What kind of movies? You got
It's on
porn
safe.
movies?
Like,
fucking
Action
films?
movies.
Oh hell
There's
yeah!
a fucking, dude, there is a fucking movie on Netflix called Orgasmo. It's
What
a
the fuck?
movie about a Mormon
Of course,
dude.
you would fucking
who-
watch it.
Huh?
Of course, you would fucking watch it.
No, I read the description and I watched it a long time ago.
Savvy, you were
'cause I was
dog
confused.
shit.
But basically, it's a movie. Ron
Lane
Jeremy's
did
in
better
it.
than you.
You, bro.
Fucking
I'm just running around.
this Mormon dude beats up this dude in the movie,
All day.
and Ron Jeremy wants him to be in a porno. But since the kid's Mormon, they bring in what they call a stunt cock. And so anytime Orgasmo is about to, do the business, they pause it and then they bring in a stunt cock. And they have some other dude dressed as Orgasmo.
A stunt cock. Okay.
That's what they called it in the movie.
What the fuck?
It was weird.
And now Ron
It was
Jeremy is gonna
awful.
serve the rest of his life in prison on 250 years worth of sexual assault charges.
At least he doesn't have to worry
Think
about
I'm wrong?
getting
Look it
off.
up.
He can suck his own dick.
Yeah.
Bottoms up, Savvy.
That shit got me.
Bro, Savvy hasn't done shit but eat this whole time.
No, he
Oh,
just
yeah.
eat straight from his
I'm a-
Arizona.
I'm a fat bitch.
The fucking talkies.
And Trex mix.
You said,
Crack mix?
oh my
What?
God.
I have
Oh.
all
What?
kinds of shit.
Trex
here.
mix.
Let me show you.
It's fucking trail mix, retard.
I thought he said check.
Yo, did Chance die?
Yeah.
Just in case I run out of snacks.
Bro.
Damn you fat shit.
Savvy, you got a DoorDash something, bro. I don't think you got
What are you from fucking
No, what?
England?
I just
And no
I
teeth,
literally just
motherfucker?
ate, like some pizza and wings
Nando's.
before I joined this Discord.
Oh,
Nando's.
Nando's hits different. I love Nando's.
Hey, so how did everyone get their name? We know Crank. We know Oakley. Uh,
You want to hear mine?
yeah. How did you get your name, Twiggy? Your alias.
So, my grandpa used to own a farm, right? And like,
That's sick, bro.
Okay, Stem, let me fucking finish. retard. You'll take some more dabs, buddy.
I will. I'll be right back.
So, anyways, my grandpa used to call me Squiggy. I don't know where the fuck it came from, but yeah, there's that.
Insane.
Okay, for me, fucking everybody always asks me why e-brakes. Like, do I love cars or something? Basically, the way I got mine was an old friend of mine. His name is Ryan. He was known to be like somebody who just fucked around in school a lot. Fucking hilarious. The kid's awesome. I might have to try and get him into one like a podcast one day or something. We used to call him Stocky all the time because he was short and stocky. And his last name is Stockinger, so we called him Stocky all the time.
Hawkinger.
Um,
What a last name.
but basically, my first name, Ethan, starts with an E. And one day we were just in class, and I showed up to class, and he was sitting there already. And out of nowhere, quite literally, he just goes, "What's up, E-Brakes?" I was like, "What?" And then for some reason, he just kept calling me E-Brakes, and it stuck. And so one day I just said, "Bet I won't make that my gamer tag." And he's like, "Bet." And I said, "Bet." And then
he said bet.
and
then
then
I
I
said
made
bet.
it my gamer tag, and then it's been my alias ever since.
I mean, so my
base-
old alias, I mean, I kind of got it from like, it was a buddy of mine's old gamer tag that I used to play with like all the time. He said I couldn't find a gamer tag. He's like, "Hey, use this." I'm like, "All right," and I'm just stuck with it.
So basically, like, I know I go by like Sim's wife, but my actual like thing is Careless Error. And basically, I got that because I'm adopted, and my birth mom was like 15 when she had me, so I always say, "Oh, well, I was a careless error."
I'm an accident.
We're all a bunch of adopted
Happy
dropouts.
little accidents.
I'm a terrorist. I'm joking.
My parents they don't always call me an
terrorist.
accident.
Shut
They
up,
call me a happy
Savvy.
surprise.
I'm a terrorist.
I was planning
Don't
to drop
tell,
on
don't
my
tell
head.
Crank that.
I should change my
Don't
name from
flood his
Savvy to
12
Notebook.
gauge.
Because
I got you, Savvy. Hold on.
Well, it's good to know we're all a bunch of adopted dropouts.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't
I
fall
didn't
into that
drop out
category.
technically.
Yeah, I don't either.
I haven't dropped
Six
out
bucks, dude.
yet.
I
Yeah,
still have
let's
both
see.
my parents in my life,
Okay,
and I'm
fuck
still
you.
going to high school, so
I do
yeah, I
too.
do.
Weird
May
flex, but
God
okay.
bless 'em.
Well, and like
Well, you call me
also,
an
I-
adopted dropout, so
I was gonna
Jacob,
say,
you didn't
like,
address your Your what's it
Wait,
called?
can
Your
we
disease.
let Lane
alias?
speak?
No, your disease.
Oh my. Oh, okay. Well, wait.
Diabetes.
Lane
get that
will
in
speak
2 seconds.
first.
Yeah.
What? I was just gonna say, and also just the fact that like I'm terrible at like school, so I always
Same.
make careless errors. Haha. Hint. Like I am one, and I make
Hang on.
them.
I'm
Hey,
kidding.
hey, hey!
That's
Don't
rude.
be rude. Don't be rude.
Oh my god.
You're talking about Chance here. That's sorry, but that ain't gonna
True.
happen.
That's true.
And dig it.
You fucking
Okay.
I
cunt.
mean, I'm over here listening to everybody talking. I'm playing a goddamn Raid Shadow Legends on my
What
phone.
an a-hole.
Tell
You
us
just
about
shocked me.
your-
Fuck you
Diabetes.
guys. Okay. All right, we're gonna go back to the
Dude,
fucking.
we have a fucked up group now that I think about it.
All right,
Dude,
can
we
I
really
can I
do.
talk about what my alias is first, since we're on that topic? Then I'll talk about my disease.
Yeah, you better
Yes.
say your
Yeah.
vagina.
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do too.
So this is literally the almost exact same as Peyton's story, but I am gonna bring up my old gamer tag before it. So I've had my account for 9 years. I was, I think, 6 or 7 years old when my brother decided that he was going to make me an Xbox Live account. And this was during the age of where XX on both sides, a word and numbers in your name looked cool. So
Still
we ended up
does.
making my old gamer tag XX Killer 91387
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Lane.
about 6 or 7 years after, I decided, you know what, I want to change it. My name looks like shit. So Peyton told me, he was like, oh, well, Necri has a tag for you if you want to use that. And I'm like, all right, sure, what is it? So he told me it was Mida, MYHTA, put that shit in, and that's what it's been. I did change it to some fucking Norwegian shit, but I changed it right back, so.
All right. Your disease.
Haha. Fuck you.
You have a
Okay.
disease?
So, my disease is diabetes. I had it ever since I was 9 years old. So I've had it for 8 years now. And it's not that interesting. All it was is I basically was just eating way too fucking much at the time. My parents got concerned. We went to my aunt's house, and she's a type 1 as well, so she kind of had them. She was like, "Oh, let's see what his blood sugar's at." We looked, and I was at like 750 something, which is
Oh,
no
Lord.
bueno, no bueno.
my-
But
Live.
Chance has diabetes and he has no idea.
yeah, but
I probably
we found that out. We went to the doctor. They figured out I was a type 1, and I felt like my life was starting to go downhill at 9 years old, so I started bawling my eyes out. Realized it's not as bad as I thought it was, and it honestly doesn't even get in my daily life anymore, even though I fucking hate how many people are like, "Oh, your life must be so bad." Like, fuck, I don't have cancer.
Yeah.
Shit.
how many people
Everybody,
you,
everybody makes
oh,
things like. I'm
Uh,
not saying it's.
fourth
I'm not saying
grade,
diabetes is a small
fourth
thing, but like
grade,
everybody blows things out. of
everyone in my
proportion.
class felt so bad for me because of it, and I told them that it wasn't as bad as everyone thought. And they're like, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to eat anything anymore." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you on about?
Yo, we
That
need
reminded me of some.
Anorexic. Fuck. I'm not scared of food.
I'm
Yeah,
not
right now it's
bulimic."
Arizona.
Yo, STEM.
Yeah.
Can you put your camera on and do some dabs?
I'd have to bring my rig up, but
Hell yeah.
I don't have a webcam.
You have.
But
I'm
the
sure
only,
you.
the only
Oh
thing that,
shit. You can do it on your phone.
true.
I could send you a snap.
But the only thing that truly sucks about being fucking
That'll work.
diabetic is how much fucking money it can cost you.
Yeah.
So I have a question
Sucks.
about the type 1 diabetes. I always get kind of them mixed up.
Type 1
So it's
is the one where your pancreas just stops kind of working properly. Type 2 is
So
you can't get rid of type 1. If you were diagnosed with type 2, you actually can lose type 2. You can actually
so
out and shit and diet and take supplement and medication.
so when do you level up?
I don't level up, okay? I'm a fucking new gen.
He levels down.
He levels
So,
He
down.
gets deranked.
Reverse boosting.
is type 1 the one
But-
that you're born with, and type 2 is the one that you develop over time?
No, you actually can get them randomly in your life.
Be like
Like as I
60
said,
and-
I got mine when I was 9. Some
Do you
people got theirs when they were like 20 something. Some people get it when they're born.
Do you get like discounts
Genetic.
at?
Sometimes
Type
it's
1's
like
a
a genetic
genetic
thing.
thing.
Do you get any discounts at Walmart for it?
No, they charge me more for my my glucose tablets.
Dude, those
Mm.
things are
Oh,
so
really?
good, bro.
Why would you give
Literally
me a
tastes like
glucose?
fucking
Why'd they give
candy,
me a
bro.
discount?
Can you get high off it?
No, it's
Glucose
sugar.
tablets
It
is
is
literally
literally
they're literally giant Smarties.
They're
You
not
can get
fucking
high on
edibles.
sugar. Hey,
Crackhead.
listen, I'm just
Yeah.
genuinely
And they're
curious.
Glucose
Can't get high.
tablets,
Hey, can
edibles.
you, here's the thing. Can you get high from smoking fucking Smarties?
No,
Hell yeah.
Get
I've
sugar?
There's
tried.
your answer.
I've gotten high from it.
There's your fucking answer.
I've snorted that shit and
No,
feel it.
Yeah, I
That
did
shit
that in
fucking
class. My
sucks.
nose started to bleed. Wasn't a good idea.
What?
It burnt like a motherfucker. I'll tell you
It's
that.
like you did coke, bro.
I've done coke. That shit's dope. Straight upper.
That shit
Wait,
is
we are
dope.
not.
Are you kidding?
Crazy.
Arrest him, Crank.
Yeah. I
It's
bought like
we're
2
illegal.
grams of fucking the blow like 2 weeks ago. That shit was dope. I don't even care. I don't even care.
Actually, I
Frank,
would
shoot him.
make that a segment.
Hey,
This
Stem,
podcast.
What up?
I'm strong.
how's your
He
teeth?
said, "What up?"
Oh, my teeth are clean as fuck, dude. I just started buying some whitening strips as well.
I
Yeah,
think,
you
uh,
got strips, bro.
They're
That's
still not as.
Stem,
Yeah. What up?
I think Crank
How much
was
does that
loving-
cost you?
Craigster? You cop though. I'm not about to narc myself out. Fuck you. Yo, fuck. I don't do drugs. Dude, that was a cap. All of it's
Right
cap.
now,
I'm a
he's
fucking.
currently
I go to
sitting on his
fucking church.
police
Soldier
computer
boy.
looking up your
He
IP.
said, "What is drugs?"
If you heard me
What
talk
is
about
drugs?
drugs,
What'd you say, E-Breaks?
All I heard was Soldier
Frank is
Boy.
currently sitting on his fucking police computer looking up fucking Stem's IP. He's like,
I have
ladies
stems.
and gentlemen, we
It's like
got
a
him.
SWAT.
We
Yeah,
got it, boys.
boy.
I have Stems
What's your
IP
first
too.
name, last name, middle initial, date of birth?
All you hear in the background.
Yeah, but it says I'm in Tumwater, which I'm not.
Back
Like,
up,
what?
please.
Come
Okay,
water.
so we both have it.
Have you stand over here, please, for me, sir? We're gonna search you.
Somewhat.
That's what my IP says, but I'm not in
Tumwater.
Tumwater.
Come water.
Come water. How do I go on my
Gumwater.
history?
Come on, dude.
Sin's ass just fucking stresses my shit. It fucking sucks.
Nah, I never stressed you. I pinged you.
Or yeah, pinged.
You
That
said
shit
two.
sucked.
You said two.
Let's go.
He said, "Yo, can you hit me off?"
Yeah. It just pings me, bro.
His name is Smoking Mango.
That's a great fucking name, dude.
Mango pods.
Copy
Shut
Stems
the fuck
IP
up, Sin.
here.
Those shits are fire.
Is
Yeah, sort of.
paste Stems IP, get IP info.
What?
Alright,
Oh,
Right
well,
now.
I have your
We're not
postal
trying to
code,
fucking pull IPs on
area
fucking
code.
podcast, Peyton.
your internet service
Access
provider.
level.
Dude, you watch this?
Hazel's just trying to get me locked up right now.
No, it's Sin. I have his internet service provider at my
Me?
grasp right now. Yeah.
Me? What is
Insane.
it? What is it?
Your internet service. Hold on, let me find ISP. Where's it at? Suddenlink
God,
Communications.
That shit hurt my eyes.
I tell you, bro. That shit's freak. Goddamn shock charge.
Use the X resolver setup.
Like that was already 2 hijacks.
No, I actually don't.
What's
Yeah, it has been twice by person.
So Stem, how'd you get your name, buddy?
I have no idea.
So big, dude.
That Red Bull shut your fucking wall.
so here's the
Badass.
The wind speed over there, the wind
Hey,
direction is
Yo, you got
140.
any games on your phone?
It's 62% humidity.
Hey,
Hey,
guess what?
Hey.
Fucking, we're about to get hit by another fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
no, tropical storm.
Is that Beyblade,
here yet,
Beyblade,
so
let
it's
it rip
striking.
sort of shit?
Bro,
But it's bad.
I'm gonna go take a
I'm
clips.
still-
I'll be back. Don't miss me
Fucking
too
wild.
much.
You really did get hit by the first one.
So what
I'm
do you
gonna
got?
take
for you by being AFK.
I'm gonna take another
guys,
dab.
Do you guys like weather?
So, it rained today.
Oh, really cool.
Oh yeah.
He said
Some
what?
It,
moist-
it rains. I mean, and not during
Well,
the
it could
summer. It
help, though. I
rains
wish it
about
could
every
help.
fucking day here.
I'll actually help a lot when it comes to the wildfires. What do you guys think
Crank.
about Cold War?
Look at the focus.
I'm
on his eye.
excited.
Yeah, Minecraft's pretty cool. I think that I just came back. I don't know what the fuck
so
to
much
talk.
fun. Anyway, Stem, we're talking.
What about Roblox?
Fuck.
Are
Cold
you? Do you?
Hey, my
put in
mom's
the-
calling. I'll catch you later. Hold on, give me a second. My mom's calling.
Mommy's calling. My mommy's calling me.
Mom,
My
My
mom.
mom.
ass.
My mom said that you can come over as long as your mom says it's okay.
Look,
She
Dude,
can sleep in.
look,
fuck
you,
my
you can ask
mom.
my mom
Do
if you
whatever I
can stay the
want.
night, but you have to ask her because if I do, she's gonna say no.
I was gonna say that.
Can't, man. Mom said no.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like,
that was always the most.
Yeah. It's like if you ask, she'll say yes. If I ask, she'll say no and call me a fat ass.
I remember that shit way too much because I had this one friend in elementary school. He kind of just dipped, like he dropped out, but
In elementary school?
not Peyton. It was no, he dropped out of public schooling and went to homeschooling, and then came back and immediately left after like 2 years of high school.
Awesome?
But it was
No.
Ethan Kimball. No, my friend Ethan Kimball from fucking elementary school. He
Where the dogs?
we always had this thing where we would want to hang out every day, but we would choose where to go, and half the time it was always at his place because he was the one who had all the money and shit. So they had a nice house. But he would always tell me, "Oh, I can't ask my mom. You have to ask my mom." And I'm like, "How am I gonna do that?" He said, "Oh, I'll give you her number and call her." And so I would call her and be like, "Hey, would it be okay if we hung out?" And then she'd be like, "Yeah, it's okay." And then next thing you know, I'd be at their doorstep, and they're like, "Oh, I thought he was coming over." And he said, "No, he wanted me to ask because he's too scared to." And she was like, "Why doesn't he just ask himself?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Like you
We're like,
I had-
we're like
I had
9 years old. You're like explaining to me like you're telling me to tell your kid to ask you about shit. Like, just tell him.
Y'all want to hear something fucked up that I used to do that I'm like still proud of? That you kind of reminded me of. So back in like this was like young STEM, hella young. I was an asshole kid. I'm still a fucking asshole now. I don't even care. Like anytime I want something, I'm gonna go and get it. I'm fucking driven. And I used to be like, my mom would send me to school with like hella money for lunch and shit, but I'd spend it at the corner store for like Pokemon cards or some shit. And then I'd go to school and I'd like tell my teachers I don't have money and that like my household is poor, so they'd like pretty much give me free lunch and then send me home with like a bag of like hella good shit. So I just kept telling them I was poor, and then not my story doesn't even end there. So I used to fucking ride my bike to school in middle school, and then the fucking route I would take went by this church that did fucking food banks. Keep in mind, I'm a
Thank
fucking
God.
privileged ass white kid living in a suburb where my parents just have all the fucking money in the world, and I'm still going to this food bank just stealing cookies, focaccia bread, like anything I can get my hands on. Fucking, I let people
You were a
ask
little
for it.
fat shit.
I don't care, bro. I fucking that was the best fucking cookies I've ever had. The best.
He's the god of
bread.
finessing now, so
That shit, I don't care. That shit was banging, bro. I'd do that shit now. I don't care.
You're a little fucking fat shit.
Jesus.
Bro. So my house
That's
has
even
this
worse.
like apple tree and shit, and we had this big ass fence, and my friends would come over and we just throw fucking apples over this fence. So one day my neighbor like is just walking down the street walking their dog, and I was like, all right, we're hitting this fucking guy. So we just started throwing apples over the fucking fence, and I just fucking hit this guy in the fucking temple. He got so pissed off. He came to my mom's door and was like, "What the hell? Fucking apples are coming out. Fucking your son's throwing them. Blah blah blah." And then I was like, "No, mom, the apple fell on his head."
I'm a good
He's in the middle of the road. The apple fell on his head.
I was capping so hard. Like,
Then he went on to invent electricity. Or gravity, never mind.
oh shit! Oh shit! Yes. Okay, so same fucking time when I used to tell like my teachers my family's poor as shit, and I'd get like free bags of food to bring home and shit. My neighbor super nice lady. I got punished pretty fucking bad for, and I was like super into like World War II and shit, and I'd go outside and like grab a stick and pretend I was in fucking war or some shit.
Pine cones
And
and shit.
I had all of it. Pine cone grenades, fucking all this shit.
Dude,
But the
that's
one thing I
fucking
didn't have,
great.
was a fucking trench. I didn't have a trench. So I went to my fucking neighbor's backyard and started digging a big ass hole. And my fucking neighbor got hella pissed off, told my mom what happened, and then I started like going to my neighbor's house, helping her with her garden, and then she would like teach me how to read these big ass books and feed me like celery sticks with peanut butter and shit.
Oh fuck.
That hits different. The celery sticks with peanut butter hits.
They were good, but I fucking didn't want to read nor do garden work.
So why don't you make
That trench was
Right,
worse.
it's like fucking digging a massive hole and like, what the
my
fuck are you expecting?
Why?
Like, oh,
Why?
you just
Why
dug up
really
half
are?
my yard.
Oh, that's not even the worst of it.
That shit cookie stealer digs a hole.
I used to like ride my bike around my same neighbor, and I would like fucking take the handlebar and just scratch the shit out of her car. And I thought it looked cool as shit, so I kept doing it over and over. I didn't even
There's
get
no way you
punished.
kept on doing it.
Yeah, I did, and she never found out it was me.
Yo,
My real
fucking little
question.
bat.
Because her
He
yard
couldn't
was
get in trouble by his mom.
yeah, my mom would kick my ass. No cap.
He thought it was
think
so
she
funny.
wanted
He dug
to
in the
grass
next
and
fucking
your
house.
name.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole mindset behind it. I just dug it in my neighbor's yard. I didn't care.
Fuck it, it's not my
Fucking
Nice little fat shit cookie
the
stealer, bro.
fucking apple thing you're
Fuck,
telling me about,
man.
bro, straight up reminded me of something my dad told me when I was younger. It was like an old life experience he had, and he told me never to fucking do this if I went into construction. But when he
Oh,
was
no.
younger, he was like 19 years old. My grandfather used to basically run a construction company, and he would always be on the site where my dad was. Well, these two fucking dumbasses are throwing big ass blocks of like concrete and cement and shit up into a truck. Well, someone decided that they fucking thought the block, like the thing that they were holding was too heavy, so they used extra force to throw it. Well, next thing you know, he fucking threw it over the truck onto the other side where my dad was bent down and getting up, and they weren't
Bonked in the
wearing
head?
hard hats.
Oh,
fuck.
you got bonked in the head.
Oh no.
So a fucking concrete block comes flying over and hits him on the top of the head, and he
Bonk.
fucking fell down, got up, no issue. He was just like he couldn't feel shit, and he's just kept working. Well,
Big
he
fucking
walked
apple.
over, made sure, and looked, and he's like, "Dude, your fucking head's red." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He fucking like just kind of dabbed his head, like his hand on the top of his head. And his hand was just covered. So his hand's on top of his head where there's blood just basically fucking spurting out. And he walked in to go talk to my grandfather, and he's just like, "Donnie,
I got bonked in
what
the
the
head.
fuck?" And he goes, "I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened." So he's like, "Okay." So they fucking like just took his ass to the hospital, and he was just, I don't know, they did something, fucking stitched him up or some shit, and he came back to work the next day, and they just did not throw shit over the truck. They actually like got up and fucking put it in because they
Buddy
were
got
like,
bonked.
yeah, he got fucking bonked.
Like, we're
That
just like,
motherfucker
Do you guys
died.
know if he's okay
noggin.
or is it?
Oh yeah, no, my dad can't feel like top of his head very much.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's lucky
And how long
he's
ago was
alive
this?
though.
He is, I think,
Or doesn't have any kind of brain
46,
damage.
47.
How long ago was this?
He was 19, so
So
hold on,
lucky that
96,
he's
92,
alive.
hold on,
26
1991,
years, 27 years.
That
1991, I think.
damn. Yeah, that's a
27
miracle he's
years
still
ago.
alive. Fuck.
But yeah. And the funniest thing is that he didn't get any actual brain damage or anything.
You're
Yeah,
getting
Which
hit
is
in the head with a
fucking
fucking piece
surprising.
of goddamn concrete? That's fucking
Yeah.
He was saved by Jesus.
See, I was gonna
Yeah.
say my concussion was bad, but that was definitely worse.
Okay, so I used to live up in Marysville, and we had this like we lived on this like in this like cul-de-sac kind of area, and I really enjoyed living there. It was nice, bunch of people I knew there, but me and a couple of my homies were riding bikes, right? We were racing around this fucking like roundabout area, which is where we lived, and
He breaks. This kid's cheating.
we were like racing to see who can go around it twice as fast. Like, so you can go around it twice, see who was faster. And we were coming up right by where we had like made our mark to like for a finish, right? And keep in mind, I was skinny at the time, so I'm fucking hauling ass, fucking on my little bike. And I turned around to like to see where he was, and I turned back and right into the back of a truck. I'm dead. Like, not even kidding you. I got hit by a truck that was not fucking moving.
Nice.
Dumbass.
And let me tell you, I have never felt more fucking pain in my life. I dented the motherfucker's tailgate with my fucking head. I was not wearing a helmet. I was not safety first in that bitch. I got fucking bonked. I didn't know what the fuck I hit. Like, that shit bitch knocked me the fuck out. I didn't know what I hit, and I fucking I opened my eyes and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm fucking laying in the middle of the fucking road. I'm like, dude, what
See-
happened? Like, you ran into the back of that truck. I'm like, holy.
I've done a very similar thing, except I decided to get in the shower after a few drinks, and I like fell asleep standing up in the shower.
Standing up?
How does that work?
Basically, like
How do you manage that?
hey, it was after a couple of drinks. I wasn't fully there. All
How much
right.
did you drink? God damn.
Well, okay, so
Standing up.
basically what had
Crazy.
happened was I was on a new medication
Oh boy.
and
took too much.
nobody had told me, meaning my doctor didn't tell me that, okay, one drink of anything would be 3 drinks. So I had like
Where's some of that?
two
Shit on
2,
me.
3.
two like things of sangria,
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
which is like a
Too
very
young.
thick, like a thick sweet wine.
You.
And then I was like, you know what? I have to get up early in the morning to drive home, so I'm going to just get a shower now, sober up a little bit, I'll be fine. It hit in the shower with warm water, which totaled to be 6 drinks. And I like closed my eyes and like fell backwards and hit my head on the toilet, broke the like,
Ooh.
toilet seat.
Jesus.
You fell
That-
through the shower curtain?
Yeah,
God damn.
I fell.
That
through
is
the
very
shower curtain.
unfortunate.
And this was my freshman year of college, like 2 weeks
I'm
in.
about to say high school. I was like, shit.
Oof.
No, 2 weeks in. And
2 weeks in.
I was
I'm
like,
busting
you know
heads.
what? Like, I'm fine. I'll be fine. Next day, I like got home
Probably had
and
the
I was
biggest
like,
fucking headache.
I'm not fine. I need to go to the hospital. Went to the
Dying.
hospital, and they were like, "You're just dehydrated." I'm like, I see 3 of every one, so I'm just dehydrated. Okay.
Okay,
Went to go to-
retard.
Dehydrated, yet you had fucking 3 drinks.
Yeah. And so I went to go to like class, couldn't
Getting
like
drunk doesn't count.
concentrate. Went home, went to the like doctor on campus, and they're like, "You have like a level 6 out of 10 concussion."
There's levels?
Yeah. So there's
I'm
levels.
on level
Prestige in
9,
that
bro.
bitch. I'm definitely
There's
prestige in
levels
that
based
bitch.
on the severity of like I guess damage.
Hey Bailey.
I think that's what it is, and so
I mean, it makes sense.
I was like, I've never
Yeah.
been the same since.
Do you want to hear how I broke my wrist? I mean, okay.
Okay.
So, like, I've took like hard ass like falls on my bike and shit, but never like got like super hurt, like scratched up and shit or whatever, bruised and fucking whatever. But the one time I like not even going like 5 miles an hour, and I hit some fucking small ass pebble and like flip my bike, like go like forward over the handlebars, and like try and catch myself. I fucking break my wrist.
Brakes almost hit something.
Like I went inside, and I was like about to walk back upstairs to go play Xbox again or some shit, and I'm just holding my dangling fucking arm. And my dad's like, we're going to the hospital. I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Not
What's wrong
again.
with Todd?
So I didn't feel any pain because of the adrenaline or whatever. But when we got to the hospital, oh boy, that shit was on fucking fire, bro. It looked like a goddamn quarter pipe from a skate park. It was
Did it
bad.
hurt?
Well, after the adrenaline fucking wore off, yeah.
Like a
That
beach.
sucks,
Wanna
bro.
hear
Horrible.
the most-
Fucking bone. I'd bite.
You want to
Jesus.
hear like a
Christ.
painful story?
My arm was in.
Like the worst part about it was like I wasn't even going fast or did like a hard fall. I just fucking small ass pebble, flipped the handlebars, went to catch myself and my shit snapped. Like, that's
Yikes.
my luck, bro.
I've oh, sorry,
Is-
weird.
What you're saying is you a freak though. You a freak. You freaky.
Oh,
So Lane, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say if y'all wanted to hear a painful story, it's not like my painful story, but it's my mom. So my mom was out shopping at the mall for something for work, and she was walking out to the car, and you know those like yellow bumps on the road?
Speed bumps?
I call
No,
those turtles.
like yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they look like.
Yeah,
Literally,
road
like,
turtles. They light up
no,
in the
no.
dark and shit when you're
oh,
driving.
the
Is that
fucking
what they are?
like
Like the yellow
the
ones?
lane separator, the fucking middle line. Look at
No.
little turtle things.
Yes, fine, whatever you want to call them.
No, I'm just saying that they're like in the middle of the road, right?
No, like
No, I don't know what the fuck you guys are on about. I just hear light up, and the first thing I thought was road.
Light
like-
They have like
restrictions.
light reflectors on.
Uh,
They're
is it
used
like a
Yeah,
when-
they're
so,
like
whenever
the-
you're driving at night, so you can see them.
Okay.
They're like neon
Okay,
colors.
weird.
They're like
The only
Yeah.
reason I
big
brought that
yellow,
up is
right?
because in my city there was like a fucking like they just completely forgot to just pave the yellow line, so they just put those fuckers in the middle.
Oh, okay. So basically, she stepped on one of those. Completely, she just slipped and fell, and like broke her
ate shit?
head.
Oh,
What?
She broke her hip, like at the actual joint, and I mean, she said that there was not much that was holding it together, basically. But the funniest part about that is that she was wearing like her favorite, skirt or whatever, and she was like, just like I'll take it off of my broken fucking leg. Like, I was like, that's a warrior.
damn.
There was only one time in my life where I ever like fucking experienced something so out of ordinary to me, and it was because it was fucking, of course, what would you know? It was a fucking issue with my diabetes, but it was like 9 o'clock at night. I fucking my shit went low, changed all of it out. I was changing out the insulin and shit, and I had to put in a new site where it actually would go in. Well, these needles are decently long, and I fucking hate needles. I've learned to tolerate them now, but I hated them. Well, I was putting this, catheter needle shit in my stomach, and for no reason, I just lost all feeling. My legs locked up because I was standing up because I was too lazy to actually go sit down and do it and then get up. And my legs locked, and I just straight up fell over and collapsed.
Did you like pass out?
No,
Like,
I was
straight
like
up
still
passed
awake. I was on the floor and I was like trying to get up, and my arms were working fine. My legs were just kind of like they weren't working fully. So if I tried to stand up, they just didn't work. But luckily, my mom had
Oh.
just walked out of the like her bedroom, and she was like, "You okay?" And I was like, not really." So she got up, she got me up on the couch, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go get your meter and shit, so that way we can check your blood sugar." Oddly enough, blood sugar was fine. We thought it was something to do with that because I just lost all feeling. Like I was super shaky and shit. I just didn't feel shit, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. And it was such a weird experience. And the only other times I've actually been able to experience something similar was 2 times. It was one time we were out doing something, and my blood sugar had went from like 180 to 40, which is no bueno whatsoever. Because under that, there's literally a chance I will just die on the spot. So it was like, oh,
Did you die?
shit.
Yes,
No.
he died.
Don't spoil it for me.
He's actually a ghost.
But I was like looking at my mom and I was like fucking like stumbling and shit, and she's like, "You okay?" And I'm like,
I'm actually
"I
drunk.
feel okay, but I
Dude.
I don't know. It's just everything feels weird to me as well."
I
And she's
kind of
like,
have a
"Okay."
story like that. I'll tell
She like
after.
she
you're
got me
done.
to sit down and she tested and she's like, "You're at 43."
Go.
Looked at her and I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking die." And she's like,
Dude,
"No,
I just missed it.
no." So she handed me all the shit I needed, and it literally took me like an hour to get up to 80, which is like you're okay past that. Like stop trying to treat it. It took us literally an hour, and I put in about 250 carbs worth of shit, and none
Dude.
of it was working.
Okay, so
E-breaks.
Yeah. All right, Squiggy.
so I used to play soccer, right? Up until like high
Soccer's for
school.
gay
I
people.
didn't play high school.
Fuck up, Peyton.
Okay, buddy. Fuck you, fat ass. Shut up. Anyways, I used to be really good back when I was younger, and I remember after like one of the games, I didn't know like sprained my ankle or some shit like that. So I was fucking obviously like sore as hell from playing probably 2 games to be honest. And we were just at the house, and I tried to like get up and like walk, and I just fucking like basically ate shit and just fell on my fucking face. And that's when I found like my ankle was not like okay. So we went to the fucking hospital, and this hospital was so fucking bad that they wrapped the wrong fucking foot. When they put the shit on it, they wrapped the fucking wrong foot.
No
Like, how
way.
do you do that shit? Swear to God.
How does
Yeah, I used to
Did
be
you look at
on.
him and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's
That's not
retard.
the right leg." What do you mean?
But I
This
used to
one
be on like
hurts.
a really good like back in like 4th, 5th to like 6th
Was
grade.
it opposite day?
But I remember so our team went like undefeated 2 seasons in a row, and we were still like 6, 7, 8 years old. So our coaches like didn't want us to grow up being cocky little cunts, like just knowing what it felt like to win. So here's what their master plan was. Their master plan was to put us in the state tournament so we could figure out like what it is, like what it feels like to lose, so we don't grow up being cunts for the rest of our lives. And we ended up fucking winning the whole fucking tournament.
Really?
And they were
It was
just
like,
like after,
fuck.
bro, they were just scratching their heads like, fuck, what do we do now?
Tell them their shit.
Like, bro, we used to fucking. I remember our one of our best players. Like every kickoff we had, we just fucking shoot it, and we made, believe it or not, more than you would think we'd make off a fucking kickoff by just shooting the fucking thing across the field.
I think we should just about wrap it up.
I think
Yeah, I
this
think that
is
should
a
just wrap it up. This
good 2 hours.
are we doing like
No,
every
everybody
Sunday
can-
or
Yeah,
like
I'll
2 a
try to
week?
at least get it Sunday.
I think every other Sunday's a good thing.
I
to
think
make it
that'll
right
give me
now.
something to look forward to because like I enjoy just talking.
And it'll give you time to edit
I could,
between.
The
Yeah, I'd say
editing's
like I'd say every other Sunday though.
podcast is definitely.
So we're doing outros.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and say.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this first installment of the fucking BOIZ podcast. It,
Bullshit podcast.
once again, I am Squiggy, Myra Squiggy. 2 of my leaders had closer
Shut
and the
up.
other best clip in Region of ON. So
Nobody cares.
what the fuck else am I supposed to say, buddy?
Sam?
I'm fucking dead.
Thank y'all so much for coming to the podcast. Hope you enjoyed.
Fuck people. I hate people.
Goodbye.
Good.
But it's been a
Oakley?
fucking blast, but it was a
Where's
clusterfuck in the
Oakley at?
beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just edit that whole beginning out.
Oakley's been
I like
quiet,
turtles.
bro.
Oh, turtles.
Oh,
You got something you want to say?
I forgot Crank was here, bro. Motherfucker's been quiet.
Anything you want to
Hope y'all enjoyed the podcast and stay tuned for next Sunday.
I
No.
didn't say
I
shit.
hope you enjoyed. I'm the cutest sniper in Era,
No, you're not. Shut up.
and
I'm
I
coming
learned
to take
what
his
a road
spot.
turtle
Get
is today.
fucked.
I'm
What
coming
is a
to
road
take his
turtle?
spot.
I like turtles.
Bye.
Bye.
Nothing.
Later.
Love you. Bye.
Peace, monkeys.